New model aircraft are released every single month, and keeping track of that could be quite difficult. Therefore, I put all the new releases of model aircraft for the month of January 2024 together in one video, so you can choose which new models you are going to pre-order. Let's get right into the first new aircraft models. We'll first have a look at the Gemini Jets releases for this month. We'll be doing that from the Gemini Jets website, where they have a very nice releases tab, and when we scroll down we get to the January 2024 releases, which are coming soon, which means you cannot buy them yet, though they are available for pre-order on sites like the Aviation megastore. It can take 1 or even 2 months for the releases to actually be for sale and landing on your model airport. The first release is this Boeing 747-8 from Atlas Air. Next we have this 737-200 from Aviation. It is a charter airline from Honduras. This is a Boeing 757-200 from Delta Airlines, and this is another Delta Airlines Bombardier CRJ-900. Next we have an Emirates Airbus A300-600. Moving on, one of my favorite releases of January is this Embraer 195 E2 from KLM Cityhopper. And finally we have two United 787-10 Dreamliners, both in the new livery, but this one has got its flaps down. Next we'll have a look at the Gemini Max releases for January 2024. Gemini Max are the military aircraft Gemini Jets produces, so let's have a look. First up is this German Luftwaffe Airbus A400M Atlas, and it has got Air Defender 2023 with the German flag on its tail. Up next we have a Boeing P8 Poseidon from the Royal Air Force, and then we have 3 Boeing BBJ jets. One is from the Royal Australian Air Force. Oh, actually they're all from the Royal Australian Air Force. These two are exactly the same except for their registrations, and the third one has got 100 years marking on its tail. Next we're going to look at the releases of NG models for January 2024. We have an Air India A319, an Air Travel A320neo, a A320 from Avianca in the Surf City El Salvador livery, an A321neo from China Airlines, another A321neo from Korean Air, and this one comes in 2 different forms of registration. Next we have an Qantas Freight Australia Post A330-200 passenger to freight model. We have an Aero Mexico Boeing 737-700 with CDMX on the rear of the aircraft. Another 737, this is an 800 and a cargo variant with Mercado Libre. I've never heard of it, to be honest. Another airline I've never heard of is Swoop, but NG model is releasing 3 Boeing 737 Maxes. There will be 2 747 SPs, so the very short variant of Qantas released. A Norse 787-9 Dreamliner. I find this one very interesting, the Norse. An Air Europa 787 Dreamliner. Here we have an American Transair Lockheed 1011 TriStar, an Azul Brazilian Airlines Airbus A350-900, a couple of Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700, one with a hard livery and scimitar winglet, so the winglet is split. Here we have a part going up and a part going down. Here the part going down is not there, and here we also have the hard livery, but then there is a mismatched winglet painted Canyon blue livery on the starboard side, whatever that may be. We also have a China United Airlines 737-800, and last we have an 2 Aeroflot TU-154B. The first of which is chartered by LOT Polish Airlines, and the second is chartered by Balkan Bulgarian Airlines. That is it for NG models. Up next we'll have a look at all the Phoenix models that are going to be released this month, starting with this Air Canada Boeing 787-9 in the Disney Wish Le Souhait livery. I'm sure you will love my French accent. This is a Turkmenistan Boeing 777-200 LR, an Aeroflot Transaero Tupolev TU-154. Here we have an Air France Boeing 777-300ER, an Aeroflot Airbus A330-300 in the 100 years livery, an LTU McDonnell Douglas MD-11 in the Polish livery. This is a Swissair Airbus A340-300, which has got a red nose. This is a Lauda Air Boeing 767-300ER, a SAS Boeing 747-200, a China Airlines Boeing 747-200, a Syrian Air Airbus A340-300, an Austrian Airlines Boeing 777-200ER, an Air Lanka Airbus A340-300, an Aerolíneas Argentinas Boeing A340-200, an Iraqi Airways Boeing 737-8 MAX, and last but not least, we have a Slovak Airlines Tupolev Tu-154. Honestly, not much interesting for me. Let me know which one you would buy. Next up is JC Wings. They have a lot of new models, which they announced for this month, starting top left Fuji Dream Airlines Embraer 175, EasyJet Europe A320 in the Berlin livery. Next is this Cathay Dragon A330, a Korean Air Boeing 747-8, a Nippon Cargo Airlines Boeing 747-8 freighter, a Thai Airways ATR 72-200, a Blue Air Boeing 737 MAX 8. This is a Skygates Airlines, I've never heard of it, Boeing 747-400 freighter. This is an interactive model, which means you can open the nose and its cargo doors. This is a State of Kuwait Boeing 747-8, an Air New Zealand Boeing 737-300, a KLM Boeing 767-300ER, in the world is just a click away livery, a SAS Scandinavian Boeing 737-800 in the Star Alliance livery. On the next page we have a Tiger Air Taiwan Airbus A320, and below it an ANA Cargo Boeing 777 freighter in the Blue Yay livery, and this is once again an interactive model so the doors can open. This is an Aeroflot Ilyushin IL-86. Here we have a Condor Airbus A321 in the red, a Lufthansa Regional Embraer E190, a Gol Linhas Aéreas Boeing 737-800, a Northern Pacific Airways Boeing 757-200, a Qatar Airways Boeing 777, 25 years of excellence. It comes both in the standard form and with its flaps down in two variants. A Boeing House Color Boeing 747-8 in Sunrise. A United Airlines Boeing 777 in the Sydney World Pride livery, coming both normal and with its flaps down. And for future release they have this British Airways Boeing 737 MAX. I think a lot of interesting models. Definitely the EasyJet for me. Maybe the KLM. Also the Lufthansa Regional and the Condor are interesting. So that's it for JC Wings. Let's move over to the final announcements. Last we'll have a look at the Aero Classics releases for January of 2024, starting with this Airbus A321 from American Airlines in a retro livery. Next a US Navy C-54, an Air Gabon Boeing 767-200. I have never heard of this airline. This is an Air Mauritius Boeing 767-200, an American Airlines Boeing 767-200, another Boeing 767-200 in the Royal Brunei, and a Boeing 747-100 in the Japan Airlines, and a 747-200 in Japan Airlines. There is nothing in here for me. That are all the releases for January of 2024. Let me know if I have helped you and if there are any models in the new releases that you are going to buy. Did you like this kind of video? Do you want to see it more often? Thank you for watching. Please consider to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.